vibrating? Let me just make sure we're not vibrating. There we go. Lovely. So now to wait for an audience. No cooking until I have an audience. All right. No, not power off. Jeez, we're off to a great start. Yes. Is this the right way up? Let's see. No, it's not the right way up. Hold on. God. There'll probably be some horrible noises, by the way. While I'm still setting this up, and it'll be ambiguous as to which way up I'm meant to be. But I'm sure we'll get there in the end. Okay, so how do I... Now, let me just put this down for a sec. Just bear with me. Hey there, Aria GFN. How's it going? We're about to do some baking. Okay. This is, I think, what I'm after. No, it's not. I never do anything right. There we go. All right. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do for the time being. It is indeed another baking stream. All right, so this time I'm making something for the first time. I'm going to be making Argentinian alfajores. And alfajores are like basically biscuits with dulce de leche, which is like a sort of Spanish caramel inside. And normally I would have wanted to actually make the dulce de leche from scratch, but I was worried about messing it up. Yeah, that's the story. I was worried about messing it up and ruining the dish, because like this dish is all about the dulce de leche. So instead I got this Nestle caramel squeezy, dulce de leche squeezy, which it tastes all right, but I'm pretty sure it tastes a little bit different from how I remember dulce de leche, so hopefully it'll be okay still. I'm gonna get a recipe. Hold on. All right. In a large bowl. Okay, let me bring this a little bit closer. All right, so let me show you the ingredients. Oh, okay. So what is that cord that's just hanging there? That's really annoying. Why don't I put it in there, out of the way? Okay. So what I've got is I'm making like 2 times the amount that I'm meant to be making. I've got 300 grams of unsalted butter that I left at room temperature for a while. So that's room temperature butter, 300 grams. I've got 2 cups of weird looking sugar, and the reason why it looks weird is because it just said sugar, and the only sugar that we had was caster sugar and, brown sugar. And I didn't think that brown sugar would be good, so I tried to use up the caster sugar and then I ran out. So I've got 1 cup of caster sugar and 1 cup of raw sugar that I mixed in to try and make it not look so obvious, but I think it's pretty obvious. It looks like a cappuccino of sugar. And then in this bowl here, I've got a mixture of 2 cups of plain flour and 4 cups of cornstarch or corn flour. Apparently that's the same thing in Australia. I don't know whether it means something else, because I know tomato sauce means different things depending on which country you're in. And 1 teaspoon of baking powder, so that's just a little mix in there. And then I've got 4 egg yolks and 2 whole eggs. So I had to work really hard to separate the eggs from the yolk. And I need 2/3 of a zest of lemon. I didn't know what that meant. Apparently zest of lemon is... Why should all games be about tampons? Because tampons are awesome. Anyway, so I've got apparently zest of lemon is just like the skin, the grated skin of of lemons. And then I've got, it's meant to be like we're meant to add some cognac in there. I didn't have cognac, and the only bottles of cognac were massive. So I decided brandy. It's basically, I'm pretty sure that cognac is kind of like, you know, champagne in that it only means, it's only cognac because it was made in a particular area. So like brandy is probably just fine. So got some brandy. Why is my accent weird? Because I'm how do we say this? I'm a third culture kid. All of our accents are weird. And I've lived overseas quite a lot. So although I am Australian, so something happened along the way, and now my accent is like it is now. Third culture kid. That means that you're from several different cultures in one. So here we've got dulce de leche, which is not really dulce de leche. It says squeezy, which just kind of makes it seem a little bit tactless, if you ask me. Hey there, Love Satellite 7. And we got some shredded coconut here, which we're gonna roll the cookies in after they're made. So anyway, those are the ingredients. Let me look at the instructions. So the instructions: in a large bowl, using a spatula or handheld mixer or a wooden spoon, mix the butter and sugar until very creamy. So let's do that. Dulce de leche is the best. Hey there, Golgito. How's it going? Okay, so let's try and make it a little bit less, like, you know, it's all about that framing, you know, in streaming. Okay. So, yeah, this is actually, during COVID, I've been looking after my parents at their place. So this is my parents' middle-class kitchen. So here we're putting like a whole big thing of butter. All the butter. Oh my God, get in there, get in there. Ah! Oof. This is why I title my streams Cat P Does X Poorly. Because, you know, it's just how I roll. Everything has to be difficult. And then we need to add the sugar, right? Yeah, mix the butter and sugar until very creamy. So in goes all the sugar. Yum, 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 yum. Put those out of the way. I'll be back in a sec. They're ready to start mixing. Yes, yes is the answer there. Okay, let's. Dulce de leche does come in jars. Yes, proper dulce de leche comes in jars or like tubs. When I was in Argentina, when I was living in Buenos Aires, we would get it in like little plastic tubs. Nom, 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 nom. Making everything a challenge makes you stronger. That's a nice way of putting it. All right, so I'm just gonna put this down. Get down tonight. And this is probably going to be quite noisy. All right. Okay. Yeah. Wait, why is it so slow? Oh, okay, because I put it on low. That'll be right. Okay, so we just need to mix this until it's all creamy. I don't like the way that it's vibrating and rocking from side to side. You know, that seems dangerous. But it's in as tight as it can go. So I guess we'll find out. Okay, so I'll leave it there. You'll never stop being impressed by Cav's family mixer. Okay, let's have a look at the instructions here. Mix the butter and sugar until very creamy. And then add the egg yolks and whole egg and mix well to incorporate. So we just kind of add stuff at this point. It is an amazing mixer, isn't it? Very jealous. I mean, that looks kind of soft and creamy, right? Yeah. And it's combined. So let's slowly add the eggs now. Oh, that's gonna go everywhere, isn't it? Okay, we'll put it on low. See, I predicted the bad thing before it happened. I'll just slowly blop. Blop. Alright. Doesn't seem to be mixing. Okay, where's that spatula? The plastic spatula. Oh, why did I move it over here? That was silly of me. Okay, so let's get the sides down a bit. In you go. And also there's some egg yolk that didn't go down, so let's put that down. What a pro. Thank you. Cav the pro. Start my own cooking show. I don't know if any of you have seen my mother's cooking videos on my YouTube channel, but they are infinitely more professional than mine. I definitely did not get the cooking gene. Okay, so now let me scrape off the side on that. Yes, yes. Okay, plop that to the side. The P in Kev P stands for pro. Yeah, that looks like it's mixing a little better. Cool. We'll put a little bit more in. Plop! Oh, too much joy. What are we making? We're making alfajores. Argentinian style. The recipe I got is from an Argentinian recipe writer. So I assume it's authentic, you know? Yeah, so alfajores in the incarnation that we're making are basically cookies, mainly cornflour-based cookies with dulce de leche, Spanish caramel in between. Oh, I'm glad you like my mother's cooking videos. We have recorded a few more of them, but I just need to, edit and upload. And I plan on getting a bunch more done in the new year. Is any food truly 100% authentic? Makes you think. It really makes you think. The thing is, my mother's become a bit of a diva now, so there's one particular dish that I really like, which is like it's like a curried fried fish. And it's delicious, and every time my mother makes it, it's fantastic. But my mother is not satisfied with, we've recorded the video twice, because both times my mother's like, actually no, I think I could improve on that. So, as you can probably guess, it's not ideal when we have to, re-record the whole thing again. All right, let's move all that stuff in the middle again. It's hard to do it holding the camera. I want to make sure you all get a good angle, but okay, try and get all the dough stuff in the middle there. There we go, because it's kind of like the eggs just sort of floating in the center, like a bowl, a bowl of dough with eggs in, which I don't think is what they wanted. Okay, let's try this again. I might put it up higher, see if that makes a difference. Oh, is it blurry? Okay, well that seems to be doing well. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We basically just had to mix well to incorporate. Now we need to add cognac, vanilla, and lemon zest. Mix well. Shake those eggs. How much? Let me just double check. So we need 2 tablespoons of brandy. Let Let me grab my brandy here and my tablespoon. Oh, thanks for following, birds. What are they? So 2 tablespoons. I don't know if you can see this. I hope you can, because I know this is very exciting for everyone. So we've got one. Oh, it smells very strong. I don't think I've ever had brandy. I might have a little snifter after this. So 1 tablespoon of brandy. Oh gosh. Very strong smelling. 2 tablespoons of brandy. And a little tablespoon for me. Let's have a taste. Oh, okay. Now I know what brandy is. Ooh-wee. Okay. You've been out of touch with the CavP extended universe? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, so we need to add the cognac, which we've done. Add a few drops of vanilla extract. Let's add a few drops of vanilla extract now. Oh god, that brandy. My goodness gracious me. Okay, we'll put in a few drops. Is this a few drops? Whoa, it's so thick. I'm used to it being like a liquid. Oh, that's concentrated. Okay, I probably put way too much. Whoops. And then lemon zest. I didn't make the dulce de leche, unfortunately. There's the lemon zest, apparently. I mean, what's the worst that could happen with too much vanilla, right? Has anyone ever had too much vanilla in something? Can't be done, I don't think. So this is what I've used. Caramel, Nestle Caramel Dulce de Leche Squeezy. So it's not the most tasteful container of Dulce de Leche I've ever seen. Oh, you've had too much vanilla extract? Oh dear. Well, okay, so add the cognac, vanilla, and lemon zest. Mix well. Let's mix well. Whoops, that's really low. Okay, put it on a little bit higher. Make sure the vanilla extract mixes in really well. So it still looks very eggy, doesn't it? Lovely stuff. Now, the thing is, because I'm making double the amount, I'm worried about this huge bowl full of, like, floury substances. It has corn flour, 4 cups of corn flour, 2 cups of plain flour, and 1 teaspoon, I believe, of baking powder. Is that all gonna fit in there and mix? I'm a little bit concerned. Add some nightshade. Okay, I mean, I guess that's as mixed as it's going to be. So now it's the time to then add the sifted flour, baking powder, and cornstarch gradually, mixing very well until no streaks of dry remain. So I think that's where this comes in. My mother uses this when she's making roti dough. So we put that over here, and I guess we pour the flour in through that, which is kind of clever, really. Wait, before I do that, I should like scrape this because it's got a lot of substance on it. And nobody likes substance. Do you? Not me. Gross. Alrighty. And I will put this in a plate somewhere so it's out of the way. Bowl, that'll do. Here. Okay, so we don't need this stuff anymore. I'll put that away because I like cleaning my house as we you know, get through it. I kind of want some more brandy. It's slightly addictive, you know? Kind of like, what if it tastes nice this time, you know? It tasted pretty bad the first time, but what about this time? Okay. You saw Elsa? Yeah, I think that was a birthday invite from like 5 years ago from my heir. My second cousin, who's very much like me, who I've decided is my heir. Okay, so hopefully this will go okay. I'm a little bit scared because there is a lot of this stuff here. And I don't know, I need to like pour it. I think I'm gonna get a spoon. At least, look, there's a lot of it. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Add gradually, it says. Okay, so far so good. I think using the spoon is a good idea. The thumbnail link for the stream link. This thumbnail for stream link in the Discord is super flattering. Oh, is it when I was trying to adjust the thing and it's basically just my chest? I bet. That's my bet. Okay. Well, I guess my Discord deserves some fan service every now and again, so you can all enjoy that while it lasts. Just yet another reason to become a Twitch subscriber or patron. Occasional creep shots. I think I need to make this bigger so that it actually gets the stuff on the side. Because at the moment, it's all just clumping in the middle. I refuse to quote that. Appreciated. Less chest, just upside down calf. Oh, I see. Probably got a nice double chin in there too. I might need to stop and like just push down what we've got. Hold on. What? No. Stop! Okay. Alright, so where's my lovely spatula? In you go. Not so easy to get away. There we go. Okay, and I'll just scrape it on the sides again. I'm sure I'm not making things worse by doing that. There we go. And put it back down again. There we go. Yeah. That'll do it. I'm pouring it very slowly. I feel like I'm probably doing it more slowly than they intend. Discord can have little a Dutch angle as a treat. Alright. I'm way too scared to just like hold the bowl up. I'm not established enough as a chef. Yes, I'm definitely rolling the sides with coconut. That's the best part of the alfajore, I think. Alfajore? Of the alfajore. Okay, yes. Getting done. Cornflower is flying everywhere, but hopefully they gave me the amount with that in mind, knowing that it would go flying everywhere. I don't really like that rattling sound. It's a little bit It's a little bit uncomfortable. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I mean, this is very useful, so I want to keep it there. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's stuck! Okay, I think that's better. Oof. Oh my god. I should probably just pour it, huh? The bowl is technically in right, yeah. I will double check actually. Let's see if it still does it. Yeah, it's not doing it as much, so it must have been in a little bit awkwardly, but it is a very wobbly kind of machine. Alright, let's try pouring it in slowly. Oh yeah, the corn flour really does like to just go into the air, doesn't it? I feel like I'm going to be breathing in corn flour for the rest of this stream. Whoops. That was not adding it gradually. I'll put that back in there. It's not shaking as much, is it? It's still wobbling. More. That also was not gradually. There we go. It's looking okay. I'll show you. Look at that. Yeah. Happy with that. Okay, we just got a little bit left. No, stop it! Okay, now there's some stuff on the sides. Whether I'm meant to be just adding as much as possible or whether they sort of accounted for the fact that it's going to fly everywhere. Woo-wee! Good morning, Diana! Okay, so I think it's time for another scraping. I've got so much corn flour in the top of that thing. That's not where it was meant to go. Whoops. Okay, so pushing down more of the flour into the actual mix. Oops. I have slowed the machine down before. Never slow down. Never stop honking. Okay. All right, so let's scrape this a little bit and then mix it a little bit more. I wonder if it tastes good now. Intriguing. Look at this mess. I think this will probably do it. The final dough will be very soft and silky, but not sticky. Mix it very well until no streaks of dry remain. Okay. Any streaks of dry? Let's have a little look. I mean, there are no streaks of dry in this part. It is very soft and it's not sticky. Oh my goodness, I think I've made the dough. I think we've done it, everyone. Okay, so now we need to, I'll just scrape the rest of that stuff in there. We've made the dough. We are like part way towards alfajor heaven. Well on our way. Oh, sorry, this is not a not an interesting camera angle. Hey there, Paul, how's it going? This is the snacks stream. We just finished making the cookie dough. And the cookie dough is looking like that. And apparently we need to let it sit for like 10 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, look at that. But my hands, look at that. This, there have been casualties in this stream so far. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna preheat the oven to 170 degrees centigrade. Centigrade is used for ovens, is that right? And Celsius is for temperature outdoors. This is an aspect of English that I never really understood. Get it into a bowl before you let it... Ah, yeah, that's probably what you're meant to do, isn't it? All right, well, should I let it rest in the bowl? Okay, so we've got a bowl here. And I don't want to get my fingers in here because it's icky. And I'm one of those weirdos who hates getting dirty. Look at the texture of that. Look at that. Wow, so smooth. The difference between centigrade and Celsius is if you say one of them, engineers yell at you. Oh, well, today I learned. Okay, so it's sort of in a bowl. Is this what you mean? Or do you want me to actually knead it with my hands? Please don't say you want me to knead it with my hands. Or do I want to like wrap it up? Do I want to lay it out on my thing ready to roll? I'll leave it there while I set the temperature. Okay, and my fancy, well, my fancy oven, my parents' fancy oven. So you just press it lightly. 170 degrees. And then you press start. Actually, I want you to work it with your hands. No, never. My hands are too pretty. I will get it ready for rolling though, I think. No, I'll let it sit. I'll let it sit. Hold on. Let me wash my hands again. And you know, while we're here, why don't I try a bit more cognac? Cav aspiring hand model. Look at that lovely view there. Oh wait, now it's my face. Cover the bowl. Oh jeez. I can't do anything right. Okay, I'm covering the bowl. Ooh. I'm sort of covering the bowl. I'm covering it with a plate. Oh yeah, that's true. But I'm only letting it dry for 10. Yeah, you're probably right there. Okay. I'll get some plastic wrap. Plastic wrap is bad for the environment. Plastic wrap. Using it anyway. Ah! Ooh, I'm so sorry about that noise. That was disgraceful of me. There we go. Hey there, J Butter. Oh, sorry again. Hey there, J Butterfly 1. So, while we're waiting, how are you all doing? Do you have any plans for the new year? I'm making cookies. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. Have a good night. Hope you sleep well. I'm going to a potluck dinner and board games at my siblings' place. And so that's why I'm making alfajores. Yes, I'll let it, there we go. Let it sit like that. Oh, you know what? While we're waiting 10 minutes, why don't we check out my little friends who are staying with me this month? It's always fun time. You see that little red stain there? It's not blood, it's carrot pee. When they eat carrots, their pee goes red. Doesn't it? These are 2 bunnies. Well, this is 1 out of 2 bunnies that we're fostering for the next month, aren't we? And Barty is very, 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 very sweet. That's her Budgie, but she's very difficult to film because of her color. You can't see how chubby her cheeks are. Maybe change the angle. Look at those chubby cheeks. Look at those chubby cheeks. So that one is called Bargie. Oh, big stretch. Very nice, Bargie. And then around the side, we've got Jean-Pierre. Not Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre. Hello. And he's a little bit more moody. Bargie is very, very friendly and loves people. And also, occasionally she gets up on my lap onto the lip. Oh, good girl. She only does it because she's expecting grains, because I give them grains when they're on my lap. Oh. And they should be toilet trained, but they've been a little bit cheeky and have required... They have... What you looking at, silly? What you looking at, Bats? Oh, she just puts her nose under you like, give me a pet. Look at these tiny little ears. Look at those little sticks. Jean-Pierre's just looking at me, wondering if I've got snacks. Oh, you gonna eat your poo? No, he's gonna clean his leg. His very attractive leg. Little sticky leg. I don't have anything. I posted a video on Twitter yesterday of them just like, when the grains were about to, well, when I was about to give them their grains, they just start running circles around my legs. It's so cute. Oh. Do you want Jean-Pierre? Still no grains. But you get a little petting. Yes, little petting for Barty. Good girl. Jean-Pierre doesn't care about pets so much, but he does get jealous that sometimes she's getting a snack and he's not, so he comes running. And she's very jealous about affection. So if I'm giving John Pierre a pat, she'll come running and be like, "Where's my patting?" So I often have to pat them both at the same time. It's really awkward.
Hello, John Pierre.
Oh, such a sook. Oh, he's grooming her. Well, I think that's probably enough time wasted on these little sausages.
Little sausage.
John always looks so surprised when I give him a pat.
It's a good dog.
No. Look at that, look. Look at those chubby cheeks. Look at those chubby cheeks. Look at that.
Little chubby. Oh my goodness. Little fluffy cheeks. Fluffy cheeks. What about you, John Pierre?
He's just like, oh
No. No, please don't pat me. Don't pat me. I'm a sook.
no, he doesn't mind a little pat every so often. But Bargy gets jealous. Yes, you do. Yes. Oh. I'm going to miss them so much. This is going to be a... Do they smell good? I have no idea. They probably just smell like their own poo, given that's what they eat all the time, don't you?
It's your own poo. It's so silly.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so I'm just fostering these for a month as a sort of test for myself to see whether fostering is something that I can do or whether I get too attached, because I feel like going forward, fostering is like the most ethical thing that I can do, given that I move around a lot, you know? So it's not really fair of me to adopt pets if I'm just going to leave and go away. So it makes sense, therefore, for me to just foster instead. But the problem is I get so attached to animals, then I feel like I'm abandoning them. So like this is like the test drive. And if this works out, then I might try with kittens and things like that. So you might see more varied animals in my house at some point in the future. All right, let's wash our hands well. I don't have access to soap here. That's no good. I'll be back in a sec. I'm just going to grab some soap.